Think we've got a countdown circle. Ooh. All right. I think we're here. We're alive. All right, let me try my sprint again over on my screen. There we go. All right. Hi, everybody. I'm going to put the sprint in the chat while I'm thinking about it, but welcome to the screen. Robbie Francis, my friend Robbie. I usually see her in the chat, but today she is on screen with us. So let's say hi to everybody who's here. I know Doug is here. I saw him pop up, the Doug. And Reed and Samantha, Elena is here. You guys were in this chat hella early, by the way. I love it. I logged in and I was like, it was like all this stuff popped up in the chat. I was like, yeah, that's the cool kids club. Everybody who gets there gets to class early so they can chat. Let's see who else is here. JM is here. Hello, and NJ. And D. William Lansborough. That's the Doug. Let's see who else. Might be plenty of people here who aren't in the chat yet. I'm still scrolling through this chat, you guys. Oh, Kio's here. Yay. And Erica. Hello, David. Hello. Rachel is here. Hi, Iva. Oh my gosh, this chat keeps going on and on, you guys. I'm still scrolling. Rosalinda's here. RL. I said hi to Reed, I think. Yeah, Kara. Hi. Emily. Hello. Athena. Woo. Rachel. I think I said hi to Rachel. I don't know, but hello. Hello, everyone. We've got 2.5 minutes before this sprint gets rolling. Robbie, what are you working on today? I know you're working. Are you working on paper or are you working on the computer?
I am actually. So I do everything. I do my rough draft by hand, but I do a chapter by hand, and then I type it into the computer. And so that's what I'm going to do today. I need to type in my last chapter.
Do you find that your brain works differently with both typing and handwriting? And like, do you come up with different ideas when you write it out, but then when you copy it into the computer?
Oh, absolutely. That's like my first round of minor edits. I try not to do anything really big, but I edit as I handwrite also.
Yeah.
So I'll write something and then I'll think, oh my gosh, I need to add this, and I'll just make a note to myself that I need to add that.
Anytime I write something by hand, I'm gonna confess, I can't read my own writing when I go back. It's pretty and it's like flowery, but I had a high school English teacher who told me it was beautiful to look at, but completely impossible to read.
Oh
And I
my
was like, oh, and I have to admit, she's not far off. So I will be typing my story today. So future Abby doesn't yell at past Abby for like, what the heck were you trying to say, lady? Okay, so the link for the sprint, if you choose to work in wordsprints.org, is here in the chat. It is also in the description on both YouTube and Facebook. We've got 32 seconds, it looks like, before we get started. I am going to be working on my non-fiction companion. And can I tell you guys, I don't like writing nonfiction. It's really boring. I feel like I'm back in school having to do a science report. So I'm kind of struggling with this. I'm going to be writing about composting. Wish me luck. Everybody else, good luck. We'll see you in 20. Bye. All right, everybody. Nice work. 20 minutes, first 20 minutes in the books. How did everybody do? How did you do, Robbie?
This is a really short chapter. I feel like my rough draft is really a glorified outline. So I typed in about 2.5 pages of a
Not
5 page.
bad.
So pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah, that is pretty good. Let's see. What do we have here? There's my fly. I told Robbie I have these carnivorous plants on my desk because I was working one into a book. So I felt like I had to, I guess, purchase one and put it on my desk. But I keep catching flies and putting them in here to feed my plants. And I don't think that's a good idea, you guys. And I promise you, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. All right, let's see what everybody has. David's got 316, Iva 489, Reed 572, JM 358, Erica 299 and feeling good. Oh, Doug is down 31 words. Look at that. I'm not used to seeing negatives in Doug's word count, but he must be editing. So, NJ, don't challenge me because I totally would do things like that. As a matter of fact, I do have a friend who has a chameleon and it's amazing. Its little hands are like, oh God, I could watch it all day. But secretly, I want one of those jumping spiders for my desk because I have a thing with spiders. I love them. It's probably a little crazy.
Yeah.
Little crazy. So let's see. Athena just started my matcha, but got 606 words. Awesome. Rachel, 361. Elena, 111. Matelver, minus 59. Ooh, you beat the Doug. NJ, up to 42K in the entire manuscript. Fantastic. Emily, 45. Not quite here yet. My mind is all over the place. My mind is always all over the place, Emily. I was just telling Robbie it makes it hard for me to sprint sometimes because I'm like, well, let's see. Rosalinda, 168. Fantastic. So, all right. Yeah, Samantha beating me at the negative words. All right. Let's see. I am going to go to sprint number 2 here. Let me make sure everybody has the link. It should be in the description here for both YouTube and Facebook. Is this the correct one? I hope this is the correct one. Here we go. It is also linked in sprint number 2, you guys. So if you look up the top, sprint number 1, we'll say click here to get to sprint number 2, and you should be able to just kind of like switch it over. So let me make sure that I do that in my other. There we go. All right. Not Doug. Hank's really got me trying my best to keep up with him with his software that shows all the things on the screen. He's so good at it. But anyway, what would I name my chameleon? Oh my gosh, that's so hard. I'm really going to have to think about that. I think I would name my spider because I have been thinking about that for a while. And I told my kids I want one. I'm planning the idea, so maybe they'll get it for me for Christmas. I would name it Brains, like with an exclamation point, which I think would be really fun, and in italics. So like anytime you write it, it's like Brains. I don't know why. There's my weird facts for today, you guys. I feel like I'm just showing you a side of me that maybe no one really needs to see. So anyway, I am getting worms. Like we have 45 seconds. I will tell you this, just more adventures in living with Abby. My husband is stoked because I am writing this nonfiction companion about composting, and part of it is on composting with worms, vermiculture.
Okay.
And so I was like, you have to live it, right?
At school, we did in 1 year. We had a compost in the classroom in a big plastic tub, and we would put newspaper in there, and the worms would go to town.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I have got a girlfriend bringing it over. My worms come, I think, Thursday. Just so everyone knows, we'll name all them too. All right, here we go. 20 minutes. See you guys then. Okay. Let's see. I just realized I don't think my timer was right on that OBS. So while everybody gives us their update, let me see if I can figure out how to make my timer work on the screen. But hi Ashley, I see you're here now. Yay! How did you do, Robbie?
I finished typing in my chapter.
Nice. So you've
Yay.
got all 5 pages in now?
I got all 5 pages in.
Nice. That's like a really like no pressure way to head into a sprint. I'm actually super jealous that you're copying everything over. So let's see. What do we have here in the sprint? Athena 367 did get interrupted by a call, to be fair. So we'll allow it, right? Like the guy on Community, what's his name? Ken Jung. That's like one of my favorite gifts. I'll allow it. Let's see. Read 447 for a subtotal of 1019. Nice. David 545. JM 183. Iva 464. Doug stepping it up with negative 62. So Emily 693. Nice. Elena 81. Erica 368. Rachel 506. Samantha, minus 66. She still beat you, Doug. So sorry. SK, 463. Doug says game over. So nice. I think I've almost hit my word goal for the day. I think in order to have this book finished by the end of the month, like I have to, and I've just estimated 20,000 words for a kid's nonfiction. I don't know, Robbie, you would actually be a way better person for me to ask about that because you taught elementary school. So, like, I don't know, a kid's nonfiction book, like roughly, I feel like they're shorter generally than a fiction book, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So
I
like
think
20K?
I would think so. 20 to 30 maybe.
Okay. All right. Well, that's kind of where I'm heading with this. Let's see. Let me go ahead and invite everyone to the sprint just in case you're tuning in and you need the link, but the first links to the second to the third. So as long as you have one of those three links, you should be able to get in at this point. So I did put it in the chat. Let me see if I can fix my fancy schmancy thing here. All right. Do you see the timer,
Yeah.
Robbie?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, that was an easy fix then. That's user error on my part. But it looks like, yeah, I'm up to 687, but my word goal for today is 696, which you know, when I first started writing, the idea of writing 600 words in a day would have really intimidated me. But now I'm like, that's all I got to get. I can do that. I can do that faster when no one's watching me, but so, okay, great. Let me set all of my, I am not a 3 monitor person. I'm barely a 2 monitor person.
I do well
It's
with
like
one.
it's too much stimulation. Do you feel, since we're two former school teachers here, I taught high school, you taught elementary school,
Right.
but now that I'm like not in that environment all the time, I cannot imagine having to eat lunch in a school cafeteria and like how overwhelming the auditory stimulation would be for me at this point. I'm like, I don't think I could do it. I think it would
I
make
was
me
lucky.
crazy.
At my school, we got to walk our children to the cafeteria and we dropped them off and left them. So I
No
didn't
lunch duty.
have to go in there. No, no, no
No lunch
lunch.
duty.
Yep.
All right, here we go. 4 seconds and we're heading back in. I'll see you guys
Woo.
in 20 minutes. All right. I think that's it. Okay, how did everybody do? Did you get any extras typed in, Robbie, besides just your first chapter that you were working on, or your 5-page chapter?
I started working, so I'm kind of getting ready to go into the middle of the book, and I didn't have it sketched out as well as I thought I did. So I've kind of been working on beefing up my outline a little bit.
Nice. I hit 930 for my daily
Ooh,
word total. So
yay.
I'm not sad about that. Let's see. What do we have here? It says Kara got some admin and accounting stuff done, which is awesome. Hate to waste word sprint time, but that's all right. It happens. Life gets in the way sometimes. Ashley, 776. Oh, Doug added 85 words this time. David got 1440. Iva, 351. Athena, 474 for a total of 1542. Samantha, holding consistent at minus 66. All right. Reed, 436 for a total of 1456. David got carried away. Emily, 153. Erica, 857. Hope, 424. Everybody did great. JM, 227. You can have my extra monitor, JM, because I can't juggle it. I'm just accepting. I am not that person. So thank you guys for joining us. We have all sorts of good stuff going on. If you guys haven't checked in with Indie Summer, come check in at the W campus and see. We Hank and I did a little video this morning about why we came to indie publishing. Robbie's indie published 3 books. You're working on a new series, right, Robbie?
Yes.
Yeah. So ask away. I'm going to start tagging Robbie in questions so she can answer. But thank you everybody for coming. I will channel Doug for a moment and say like and subscribe. That just helps our algorithm. And I will see everyone on the flip in the community. Robbie, you hang tight. I'm going to end the stream.
Okay.
That awkward last couple